And now,
The Brick Twins.
We're back to the Brick Twins, and right now we're kind of at a weird spot. We're really in between our piece orders. So we're going to be doing a kind of like a project re-overview. We're going to talk about the projects we have going on right now in our Lego room, mainly theme parks, some other stuff as well. We're going to talk about what our plans are for them, because if you're new viewing our channel, we haven't really did a full plans overview in a while for the hotel and the water park. Also for this hotel, and a massive announcement for it coming up later in the video, and our future plans for the Disney table as well, because it's kind of been sitting stagnant for a little bit after we kind of ripped out some stuff on the beach. We haven't really done much work with it. So
we're kind of answering all the questions you guys have.
Yeah, because we haven't really did that in a while. I remember when we were originally like planning out the hotel and the water park, and we had all these plans and we talked about it. And then we haven't really said much since then. So first, I'm going to start with this hotel up here because we have a pretty big announcement for it. So if you're excited for the video, comment down below which hotel are you most excited for, or project are you most excited for us to go over today. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. So let's get started here with the hotels and the water park and the theme park. It's all one, kind of like a Universal or Disney. These hotels are like under the Avenger World branding. So we have this hotel right here. So this is going to be the main Avenger World hotel. And then we have the Avenger World Island Resort down there. So plus we're going to have the water park and the main theme park as well. So yeah, our plan is by the first half of 2027 that our entire Avenger World Resort would be open. But first, let's talk about the plans with the Avenger World Hotel. This is going to be our premier 12-story high-rise that's going to have a really sleek theme. I didn't want to make it boxy, so I decided to use these curved panels. They kind of take up like 4 studs here, kind of a 4-stud radius. We're going to use them on all 4 sides, and it's going to have a really nice feel. So on the first floor, remember this is very compact, so it's going to be 12 stories. We're going to have an entrance/exit here that will be the walking entrance into the park, so there will be no bus needed to get to the Avenger World theme park, since it's literally right here. So you'll be able to walk literally right into the park, just steps away. This nice little patio here is going to have like a waiting area, probably a vending machine, maybe some benches. Maybe we'll try to force the Joffreys in there for all the coffee lovers as well. I don't know, because what people will do is they're like, we literally went to Magic Kingdom a couple weeks ago, and instead of people trying to get the Tron, they rope dropped Starbucks. It's just ridiculous. I don't know how, but either way, maybe we'll stick in like a little coffee stand just to add some more detail. So that's going to be that. We're going to have our restrooms coming in here, a men and women little stall. I don't know why there's a big window. Maybe we'll fix that, or maybe we'll just
the clear window there, the little translucent.
Yeah, like we did with the hotel. So we're going to have our bathrooms here, and this hall is going to come to the main lobby. We're going to have a small guest services booth, and here's going to be the aquatic themed gift shop. We're really going to have a strong aquatic theme because of the theme of the hotel, and we'll talk about that later after we're done with this first floor. As you see right here is going to be some of the lobby. There's going to be some chairs, some details. Don't really know what we're going to put in this little corner yet. Then we have our 2 elevators going to bring to the second floor. So the second floor is going to be above this. Is going to be a pirate themed floor. Actually going to have 2 or 3 of these. The outside wall is still going to be white, but the inside wall is going to have some brown details to really immerse you in. The whole idea of the hotels at the bottom is going to be like deep sea, but the top suite rooms are going to be Sonic themed rooms where the walls are clouds. To kind of feel like you've gone from the bottom of the earth all the way to the top on this massive 12-story high-rise. It's actually going to be a quick service restaurant, so kind of a tribute to the old pirate restaurant that used to be over here. I really did enjoy that venue, but I think what we're doing is going to be a lot better. If you haven't watched our past videos yet, we actually do massive demolition in that whole area, and we'll talk about in that video what we're doing on this huge main area project in Avenger World. So make sure to go check out our latest theme park video. Well, actually, the one before our latest theme park video. Let me take that back. We do a lot of theme park videos on the channel. And so we're going to have that. We're going to have a pirate arcade. It's going to be a really cool themed arcade. With, it's going to really feel like you're on a pirate ship. We'll have a lot of other thematic elements up there. And on the 3rd floor, we're going to have half of it being rooms, and the other half is going to be another pirate-themed venue. We have a pirate-themed fitness center, and then we're going to have 2 pirate-themed rooms on this side. That's going to be the 4th floor. And then I haven't really confirmed what the other floors are going to be themed to yet. We might have a floor with some subtle haunted theming, so you don't go to bed at night, but it won't be too much. But this is definitely one of our best areas in the entire park, in my opinion. Ghostly Express Takeover, the Haunted Mansion, all the theming really feels like you're at Disney. I don't know. Comment down below if you feel like Disney, if this park feels like Disney to you. So we're going to have some pirate-themed rooms up here, and then we'll also have some haunted-themed rooms. We're going to have some futuristic loop coaster area-themed rooms with shades of blue and yellow. We're going to have some Muppet-themed rooms. Those are going to be some of our suites. Sonic-themed rooms. We're going to have some regular Sonic rooms. We're also going to have some Sonic suite rooms as well. So lots of different variety here to choose what characters you like, and this is definitely going to be a really great themed hotel. Now, where's the pool going to be, you ask? Well, it's actually going to be on the rooftop. 11th story is going to be a pool and a slide up here. It's not really going to have any themes. It's just like a modern white themed pool, but it will have a slide. And then there's going to be a 12th floor observation deck that will give you a great view of the entire park and the city and the rest of the Lego room as well. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but we forgot to mention one major theme of our theme park for themed rooms, and that was actually for a reason. Nature's kind of also, always been like a hallmark of our park. We have the massive Natureland, Nature Exploration Coaster. We have a brand new restaurant currently being constructed right now. That's going to be a log cabin themed restaurant with seafood and some other fun. That's going to be more like a luxury restaurant, but it won't be too expensive. Our park isn't overpriced like Disney or Universal. But make sure to check out that video. I think the same video that one of those videos, I think we start working on the Sonic restaurant. We also start some demolition and paving of some blue plates. That's going to be like the water. So make sure to check out some of our other theme park videos for all the construction updates in our theme park. So our nature room themed rooms are actually going to be in a separate building that's connected to the hotel, but this hotel is going to take this entire plate. So the scrapyard will be going away for all the people that are big scrapyard fans, and because actually it's one of my favorite builds when we did it. But we're actually going to expand the resort out here more. So we're going to build what I'm going to call the Terrace wing. I think it's going to be more of a boxier wing. It's going to have some nice architecture on it, so don't worry, it won't be too boxy. But it's going to have the circular tower theme of the existing hotel structure. And this is where all of our nature theme rooms are going to be. This is going to have more of a nature aesthetic. So this is where our nature theme rooms are going to be. It's going to be a 4-story building. That's a capacity of 64 minifigs. Over here, we're going to have a separate bus hut, since it's actually a really long walk to get up to that bus station. So we're just going to kind of have like a resort loop almost that connects you to the main Avenger World stop, to the Terrace building bus hut. That's going to be it. I don't think we're going to have a direct route from the Terrace to the water park. Maybe we'll do that in the future. And the pool is going to be really cool too. It's not going to be as big as the one up there, but it's going to have a nice little garden, little mini tree slide, which will be fun. These rooms are going to be very cramped, tiny, and cheap. So really working with the space here to make as much theming and rooms as possible to try to get a lot of minifigs in here.
And you will be allowed to pool hop. So if you're staying in the main tower and use that pool up there, it's going to have a slide as well. You can also come over here.
So they're not two separate hotels. They're actually the same exact hotel. There are lots of hotels around the world, and there's 2 different parts of them. Think about Coronado Springs, Grand Casino Tower, and the other little buildings. Kind of like that. As for some other details up here, we're going to have a Avenger World parking valet. It's going to go right here. We actually haven't started constructing it yet. That won't be for a while. And that's going to be the central Avenger World hub up here. But we still have a whole other section of the Avenger World Resort down on those platforms. The Avenger World Island Resort and the Avenger World Lost Ruins Water Park are about to deep dive into all of our plans again right about now. So this right here is the Avenger World Island Resort. This was the original hotel that we started constructing. It's going to be a massive hotel. It's on a massive rolling plate right here. And it's going to have a lot of fun features. We're just going to go into a quick might not be quick. Just another overview of the hotel again. So of course we have the road right up front that's going to connect Lost Ruins Water Park and the Island Resort. We have this beautiful sign out here. These tiles right here are going to showcase the sign. So then you drive in here, and for cars, you just drive right here and pull into the valet we're going to have right behind this sign.
or for a bus, it will just keep going straight and then park in this 2x road over here, or this 16x16 road, where it will pick up guests to bring it to the Avenger World Park. Going inside the main doors, that's where our lobby is going to be, because we don't have any of the tile done yet. It's going to be way later in the construction process. But we're going to have a nice tile design. We're going to have big chandeliers. The check-in desks are going to be all along this wall right here. And then right here is going to be our massive quick service restaurant, which is going to have all this area for seating. We're going to have a ton of food that we're having that's going to be sold here. There's also multiple entrances as well. We have a door right here that leads out to the beach area and the dock, and the main entrance from the lobby. Now coming over here, we enter through this door from the lobby, and we have our first set of 4 rooms in this leg. So basically this right here, we're going to have bigger rooms. Thank you, Brick Twin, too. Yeah, nice, easily removable roof. And right here, we already have all these rooms structured done. I have to just do the interior. So you come in the hallway right here, you can walk all the way down, and there's 2 other ways you can go. I want this hotel to feel really open. Like, I really want to feel like a Disney or Universal hotel where it feels really open and wide. That's why I included a lot of these small corridors over here that lead to windows, so you can look out, and we'll have some vending machines over there. Just some cool details. Another thing with these rooms is that with the Terrace wing and the main Avenger World hotel that we're going to build up there, all of those are going to be just a little bit smaller than these rooms, or just different shapes. But these rooms have a pretty standard feel with a little bit more of an expanded size. So we have a small 2-stud closet right here equipped in each room. There's going to be 2 beds where 2 minifigs can comfortably fit. They're going to be 5x5, so there'll be a 1-stud gap in between each minifigure. We have a TV and a dresser. We don't have those up yet. And then we're going to have a full-size bathroom in here with a shower and a sink and toilet. So a lot of room for your family to kind of rest in their room, and then you get a window. Each room is going to have a really good view. Because even if you're over here on that side, you're going to get the view of the water park. If you're over here, you have a pool-facing view. And from the inside, you can't actually see any of these colors, like these alternating colors, unless you're in the bathroom. So it kind of makes you feel more immersed. These are going to be really nice. They're not going to be like the most super detailed rooms, but they are going to have like nice island design. Over here is going to be a staircase, and then over there are going to be the elevator. So just a lot more spaced out, a lot more like of a bigger size scale than you're going to have with other hotel and then the other wing. But with this one, of course, I had to build this road, so if we didn't need to build that, this hotel would be a lot bigger. But I think the road is cool, and the entrance sign is cool. And that also means that this hotel for our fellow minifigures are going to be a little bit more expensive. Honestly, they could be close to the same price because the standard rooms in the tower are just going to be a little bit smaller, but they're going to have the fun Avenger World character and theming in them. Sonic, Muppets, Haunted, whatever we put in there.
And this one still has the fun.
Yeah, and this one has island theming, but you got to think about they're coming here for the fun characters and theming. I think that hotel will probably have a lot more demand, but this hotel is also going to be really great as well. More spacious for those families that are trying to come in for the minifigs. I think that's the audience. We want to try to get all the audiences of minifigs when we think about Avenger World here. We know it's a fictional thing, but we want it to be as realistic as possible. And the next thing we're going to get to with this hotel, Brick Twin 1, will explain the massive pool complex that's going to be on the left side, the side that the camera's facing at right now. Over here is going to be the massive pool area. So we were talking about with the Terrace Wing Avenger World Hotel, that was going to be a small leisure pool with a slide, and at the other hotel is going to have, not the other hotel, but the tower is going to have the pool and the slide, so not anything huge. But this area is going to have a massive slide built into a rock structure over here, a whole tiki bar, and a stage for nightly performances. We're also going to have the whole pool over here as well. So we're going to try to make it to where if you stay here, might want to spend an entire day here, like a hotel day. So we want to try to add as many amenities as possible. So we're going to have the pool, the slide, and then a bunch of seating as well, so you can get a nice tan on your vacation. All that's going to be in this open area. So again, if you're staying at one of these rooms over here, one of the rooms that are facing this way from this main wing, you're going to get a pretty cool view of the pool. And over here, in this section right here, is another big part of the hotel. So from any of these exits or entrances, you can get out to this dock area over here with this nice beach. We're going to have a snack stand over here called Sunny Day Snacks. That's actually connected almost to the quick service on its nice dock. Trying to have, again, as many amenities as we can. Over here is going to be a big dock where there's going to be a small security setup. And then you're going to be able to head right to the Lost Ruins Water Park exclusive transportation for the only for Island Resort guests. So you can't try to do any crazy stuff to get it here. It's only for Island Resort.
And actually a crazy advantage, and when we show the water park, we'll show you why that if you're really devoted to having a day at the water park, you definitely want to try to stay at this hotel.
So this entire river here will connect you to this dock over here right in front of the entrance of the water park. And it's just a nice area out here. Watch the boats come in, and the river's nice. It just adds, again, another idea. And the beachy theme works really well because it's like an island out here, and this is the water, so it kind of makes sense. And yeah, that's like the main ground of the hotel. Well, I'll explain the next stories now. We're going to have this wing over here is just going to be 4 stories of these same rooms. We actually already had the other story built. Make sure to check out our other video. We made some hotel progress and major construction. Over here is again going to be the quick service. We have a gift shop over here that's basically already complete called
Island Hopping Eats.
Oh yeah, Quick Service Island Hopping Eats. That's what we're going to name it. Over here is the in ruin gift shop that's already basically complete and done. And then over here is going to be our main lobby bathrooms, of course, a lot bigger than the ones in the Avenger World Hotel. Then over here is going to be the lobby. The next floor is going to have Caribbean Shore Grill, which as our sit-down restaurant. We're also going to have a massive fitness center, arcade, and probably room for something else as well. I'm not 100% sure yet. The third and fourth floors are going to be suites that are probably going to face frontwards because we're thinking about possibly building something over there in the future.
We won't tell you what it is.
Won't tell you what it is.
Secret Avenger World news.
Yeah, we can't let anyone know. But I know the rooms toward the back are just going to be the normal rooms. And then, of course, that's really it. Just the roof's not going to have anything on it. But that's really it for the Island Hotel. It's going to be your more moderate options. So, like, at Disney is like the deluxe, the value, the moderate. I would say the Terrace wing will be your value. This will probably be your moderate. And then the main island, the main tower that we're going to have over there for Avenger World Hotel is going to be your deluxe, right next to the main park. So, yeah, that's it for the Island Resort. Very excited for the product to keep taking shape. Now we're going to go over to Lost Ruins Water Park.
So our next project will be one of the most ambitious projects we ever did for a lot of reasons. For the entire LEGO channel for Twins in general. This is Avenger World Lost Ruins Water Park. When I originally embarked, we had so many different ideas what we wanted to do. Some really crazy ideas, maybe building another park area, maybe something based off stop motion, 'cause that's a pretty big part of LEGO. Maybe a wilderness themed hotel, maybe a shopping village, maybe we had so many different ideas. Maybe we'd expand this in the boat areas. We didn't know yet, but then the idea dawned on me because all the popular resorts always have water parks, but I want to make mine different. So it's not going to be the highest capacity water park, but I really have to scrunch it into this tiny little space that we have. And for all this main stuff, and I know it kind of looks like it's in ruin a little bit right now. No pun intended. But we are going to move and really make this third floor. That's what the most recent water park video was. We did a ton to the third floor and structure all around. Make sure to watch that. We also made some big expansions, which we'll show in this. But you can always go check it out for a more detailed explanation. So up here is going to be our third floor for the rock structure, but we'll come down the mountain and talk about the base level first. So walking in, we're going to have, of course, that boat dock that gives you that direct service from the island resort. We're also going to have a really nice entry area with some of these really cool bushes. Really nice build. Right here is going to be our main entrance booth. We're going to have our security right there. And then right here is going to be the big sign. Now coming into the park, we're going to have this big apparatus. Here's our main building that we're going to have. The gift shop's going to be this first wing over here. And this second wing over here is going to be the main quick service restaurant. It's going to have the kitchen in the back section and then the serving area in the first section. That's kind of our village. We're going to have, you see a cabana right there. And right next to that's going to be a lazy river exit. Speaking of lazy river, our lazy river is basically completed. It goes through this mountain. But I can't really show you it right now because we have a lot of construction going up on here. You'll have to watch some of our previous water park videos to find out what it looks like. So it goes through the mountain, disappears, then it comes back out and kind of flows through the central area
It surrounds our wave pool, which we're going to call the jungle watering hole. I want to place all sorts of exotic species. Maybe I'm thinking gators. That doesn't really make much sense.
No, don't do that.
We'll place some animals around the pool. Not in it, of course, but around the wave pool. Maybe we'll have some gorillas, some monkeys. Oh, here's going to be the exit for our premier slide. This is going to be the escape from the Lost Temple. And when I mean alligators, I don't mean real alligators. Of course, I don't mean real alligators. Like detail. So we'll have some prop animals out here just to add to the theme. Up here is going to be our park icon. It's going to be the Lost Temple. As to the whole backstory of the park. Really long. When the park opens, we'll do a whole video and I'll talk about the backstory. So you should subscribe, ring the notification bell so you never miss when one of our latest videos comes out. So our temple's going to be up here, and it's going to be so the floor drops out. It's going to be really, very vertical. It's going to be a huge thrill. So you have to climb all the way up here, but don't worry, you won't be coming up here for just one reason. There's also going to be our monkey mat slide, which is also going to be pretty thrilling as well. This open spot right here, I know it's filled with a ton of pieces right now, but that's where it's going to go down to. And we're going to build a little queue and base up here. But then the other side of the mountain is going to be home, I know they just put this park is compact, to probably the most high-tech ride here. It's going to be the Tiger Falls. And it's going to be a tube lift ride, but the great thing is you won't have to carry that massive tube up the mountain. So the entrance is here in the Explorers Base Camp section of the park. We're going to have a small bar here since we had to sacrifice our bar over there. I just didn't really like it too much. You can find out more about that watching some of our previous videos. I actually did a lot of videos on construction of the water park and the hotel as well that you can go check out. We have playlists for the theme park, the water park, all that. This tube lift will come up. We're going to kind of build it with the same structure. The explorers have built this huge structure to get up into the mountain easy. Up here we'll have all sorts of great animal encounters with actual props. We'll have gorillas up here. And all sorts of other great animals. But then right before you fall down, the surprise drop will come with a little archway with a massive tiger on the top. Before you come down, just like a little circle on top of the buildings. And then, I'm sure you were wondering, where is it going to go next? And that's where these two tables come together. Mainly this one. So this one's going to come here. So these tables are meant to come together like this. And it's actually a little expansion plot of a water park. Over here we're going to have a Johnny Thunder themed jungle exploration play area. That'd be funny to add some cool characters in. And it's going to come, the tube lift is going to kind of come around in a circle. Or not the tube lift. The slide will come out in a circle and then we'll end right here. And we're also going to have a heavily themed queue inside the main explorer's tent. Now, that's basically the water park, but we're all going to have a bus ramp. Remember I said earlier why this boat is going to be such a huge advantage, because it literally drops you right next to security. But if you ride the bus over from the park, you have to drop out all the way out here. You have to really make the trek. I decided to move the bus stop because I wanted to have some more theming and some more grass and jungle separation so you wouldn't be able to hit the tube lift from outside the park, because literally right here is the outside of the park. Right here already feels like you're pretty deep in. So you don't want that illusion to be ruined by seeing the bus stop or you seeing the park while outside of the park. So this walk will be taking a while. So if you're early entry, so we're going to have 15-minute early entry for the park.
And if you're staying
for a resort guest. This is definitely going to be a huge advantage with the boat. But our bus will come down here. So there's going to be 2 huts, one for ride share, one for the one bus route that's going to be coming here for now until we add more in the future. And that's basically the entire water park and our construction projects. We won't talk about too much about this because we already just recently talked about it in one of our past theme park videos. But we're going to have a nice new pathway out here, smaller splash park. We'll have a brand new restaurant and a new bathroom structure as well to replace the old one. But now we have one more thing, kind of been an ongoing project for a while, but now we have some big ideas for it. This is a Disney table. So the idea that we have with the Disney table is that we would actually expand our Lego city limits by moving all these buildings right here in the middle, so this kind of middle column over here to the Disney table. And we'd also build like a big factory over here as well, because I feel like that would make a lot of sense. It'd be a cool build. Probably over on the Disney table, opening up all of this space in the middle right here for, again, more Avenger World theme park / resort area expansion. Now these buildings right here will be moved over there. We build a factory. We keep most of the stuff that's already over there, just kind of molding in some city details.
But not the Disney castle, not the A-frame. We're pretty much ripping the entire table out.
Yeah. So we're probably not going to keep the digging table or the A-frame. Those will probably not be in there anymore. Opening up this whole middle plot, probably covering up this road. So then we might not do that. We might just keep this one-way road right here. So we have this massive area in the middle right here for more Avenger World theme park / resort expansion. At this point, I think about possibly building some sort of high-value, high-capacity hotel over here, or maybe something else. Brooklyn too has an idea.
I've been thinking for a while maybe to make some cabins. I think that'd be really cool. Kind of like a little cabin district over here. You can have some maybe bike rentals, a really like wilderness themed hotel. I would want to make one of those. I think if we make some cabins over here, that'd be really cool. Kind of add a wilderness theme to the main area. You can block it off with trees, make its own like district. I think that'd be really cool.